Hey everybody, Michael Silva here. Welcome to episode 34 of Live Day Trading. Hey guys, Michael Silva. This is the show where I take you into my computer and we do some live trades on the Webull desktop software. If it's your first time watching my videos,
high five and welcome.
If you've been here before, make sure to
smash that like. It's greatly appreciated. It helps my channel grow and get into more people's
homepages or something. I don't really know. In today's episode, I trade ticker symbol BA. That is Boeing. When there's a lot of news about a specific company, there tends to be a lot of traders ready to trade on that news. And that's exactly why I went in today to Boeing. Lots of volatility within the stock. I did take a small loss right at the beginning, but ultimately at the end, I came out victorious with a $399 gain. Let's call it four hundos.
Four hundies.
$400.
All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into these two trades.
All right, this here is my first trade of the day. The time is 7:31, so we've been an hour into trading. It hasn't got filled yet, but I'm thinking it will right here. Let's see, close. It'd be funny if it didn't even get filled. So basically, I guess while this is loading, show you what I'm seeing here. Hey, live trades sometimes don't play out. What do you gotta, what can you do? Put this area right here. Okay, so I did not get, oh, I did get filled. Okay, good. Basically what I'm seeing here is this big run up, but there's showing some signs of weakness and this kind of cliff forming right here on ticker symbol BA for Boeing. So I entered up here, I put a limit order at just below 101. And I feel like if it can break through this dotted line, we might see more of a flush to the downside. So let's see here what can happen. If I can catch a flush, I might just pull profits right from this area, 98, 96. But it's hard to say right now because we have the MACD rolling over. The markets, once again, are kind of all over the place. So this thing could shoot up for all I know. But I like my chances. So let's see here what we can do. So I'm going to stop myself out right now because it's still uncertain. So I stopped myself out at 101, I believe 58. It's starting to bring in some, I got to keep my stop losses tight on this because the day's kind of crazy here. So I just stopped out. That trade was down $130. I actually feel pretty good about that because that was looking a little sketch. So we'll see how it plays out here. I think it can maybe still potentially come down, but I didn't want it to break this high and then start moving to the upside, and look at it come down now. So let's see here if I can make that money back here on another trade. Okay, so we are back here at Boeing, still waiting to see. I put in an order to actually buy up here in this range, 99.65, just in case it rubber bands down and bounces up, and I'll take a little bit of a profit. Still very confused as to where the price wants to go at the moment. Do got a lot of sell orders coming in. Let's see if I get filled here. Okay, so here is the Boeing. This triggered the flush. Now, I saw the flush coming, but yet it's still kind of in some upwards momentum. So we might see a little bit more of a bounce to the upside here. This looks pretty bearish, but I'm gonna play it long and try to capture a little bit of gains here. So I am 250 shares long, looking for a bounce to the upside because this is kind of a rubber band shot. So I think we'll see a little bit of a bounce up or a retest back up to that flush level. Okay, so this doesn't look like it wants to reverse. I think my original thing of where this flushes and goes down is what was going to be taking place. So I reversed my order to be short again. I swear. All these fake outs, man. All these fake outs happen. I just got to stick to my original plan. But okay, so I reversed my trade. I'm short 250 shares at 98.83. Let me see here, 98.83, basically right here. So I'm in the green as of right now for this trade. Got to be careful with the VWAP. Okay, I put a buy order in right here just above the VWAP, just in case if it bounces, just to take some of my shares off. MACD is curling over after a lot of bearish momentum, and it's kind of creating this sideways movement here. So this is looking pretty strong here, for more to the downside, that is. I just sold in another 250 shares short, so my average price now is 98.76. It's just a little bit, basically right here. Okay, so now I'm short 500 shares. Here we go. Yellow line there is target. Well, that candle looks scary. That's a hammer candle, so we could see a potential bounce, but oh man, I'm not gonna get faked out this time. I'm gonna just go ahead and keep in the position, and I'll probably have a stop loss right above this point. So if it reaches up to here, I'll just get, right about up to here. So 101, so 136, I'll just stop myself out. Now it makes more sense to have the stop loss a little bit higher, so 101.05. But we'll see if this is a fake out little bounce there. All right, my first price target was hit. Right above the VWAP. I'm gonna go ahead and move that. So now I'm short 250 shares. I have another price target right about here at 96.52. I'm gonna say 96.55. Actually 56. So my next price target was hit. Now I'm short 100 shares, and as candles form, I'm going to start moving. This is my current stop loss, this white one. I'm going to start forming it above the high of each candle. So it's hitting the 50-day moving average right now. Sometimes that can act as a bounce point. So once this candle's finished forming in about 2 minutes exactly, if this is the high, what I do is I'm going to move this right above it. Right above it. That will be my new stop loss, 98, let's say 98.12. Now it's still forming, but I mean, as of right now, this would be a long way come up. So I'm just going to go ahead and set that as my stop loss. My entry was this green line up here. So now we're rocking and rolling. It looks like my original trade plan was a good idea. However, it just came up just a little bit too high. I probably should have had my stop loss higher. And then I missed out on this whole downwards move. And then what I did was I bought down here because I thought maybe we'd see another bounce. Fortunately, it didn't. So, instead of hoping and praying that it bounced back up, I reversed my position. Okay, it's important to do what the market's telling you. I reversed my position down here, and then boom, I got to capture some more red bars to the downside. So now I'm clear into the green. So now it's not a question of, am I going to make money today? It's a question of how much money am I going to make today? So let's go ahead and see how this one rolls out. Another good way for a stop loss in this situation is I can follow this 8-period moving average, this orange line. I can just have it right above that. Or the 20-period moving average, the yellow line, because you don't want it to actually break through here. So now that I see that, I mean, you know what? Let's just, so right here and here, these are big areas. So it might come back up and then fake me right out again. And it is 100 shares, so this would actually technically be a good way to have a stop losses up here. So let's go ahead and let's see what it'd be like if I just follow the orange line down. Now the only thing is this could mean it's going to be a lot longer of a trade, but that's something that I learned a while ago, because these SMA, so there, it would have stopped me out. Let's see if this was a good decision to stay above the orange line. Above the orange line right about here. Oh, so 100, so basically 105 cents. So am I going to lose a lot of money now, or would this be a smart choice? And do you see that wick, how it touched that orange line? That's technical analysis. That's why I love charts. So I would have been stopped out, but then I realized, you know what? I remember learning that I can follow this 8-period moving average downwards. Now look at that. So it would have stopped me out, but because I kind of saw the chart and realized it, I mean, it still might come back up, but isn't that amazing how it just like, boom, touches it just literally perfectly as soon as I made that decision? Can't make that up. It's awesome. So I just took 50 shares off the table, again, just down here, because that was just a monster move to the downside again. So I wanted to make sure I captured in some of those profits. Now I'm going to be moving my stop loss down a little bit more. Basically right here. 98, let's do 98.55. It's still right above the orange line. Now I only have 50 shares left. So I just moved my stop loss down to about 98.59. Just kind of forming this cliff again. Let's see if it holds or if it breaks down. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready here. I have 50 shares remaining. I'm gonna do 98.62 for my stop loss. Okay, I just moved my stop loss down a little bit to 98.18. There's a lot of confusion as where the price might go right now, especially with the president about to speak. So I feel like if this moves above the VWAP, I might just get hit and stopped. But hey, like a dollar saved or a penny saved is a penny earned here in this case. So if I get stopped out here versus, you know, up here, I get to capture that much more of profits. Or it might break more down to the downside, who knows? But you know, it's an interesting level. We got a lot of support around this area. We got the 50-day period moving average. So in all reality, maybe I should just let it breathe, because it's only 50 shares remaining and I'm up quite a bit for the day. But I'm gonna just try to stick to my strategy here, because like if you keep changing your strategy, which I've done plenty of times trading, you're gonna eventually get caught up. Even if it works out good for you one time, it's not gonna work out great another time. So I'm gonna follow this orange line down and see what we can do. That should stop me out right there. Yeah, okay, it stopped me out. Okay, see, so it brought in some volume now. It might come back down, but look at, see how I just kind of saved some by, like if it does break through to the upside, who knows? But that put me today up $399.90. Let's just say $400. That brought me up $400 for the day. Yeah, wow. That was I'm pretty happy with that trade. You know, it was a rough start to it. I was a little shaken up by this one up here, but I came back in and I came back pretty strong. So up $400 for the day. Ticker symbol Boeing. That is, I'm gonna call it. So I will be back tomorrow. Have a good night or a good day. It's only like 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. All right, bye.